Hey everybody, Paul here, coming to you from my favorite campsite here at Hideout Boat-In Campground, the campground that I manage. I know I haven't said that before, but yeah, this is Hideout Boat-In Campground. But this is my favorite campsite here. It's just got the best view. It sits up on top of the hill, and it's just absolutely beautiful. But my campground's virtually empty. I have like one camper here. Only one of my reservations showed up last night. The other two were no-shows, and then I think I got a couple people showing up today, but all the schools here in Utah have went back, so it just completely yeah, it's so much nicer than what it was, because from like Father's Day until just pretty much Sunday, it's just been packed. And when I mean packed, I'm talking like, I was talking to the other camp hosts, and usually Sundays dies off for them, and then they have a break till about Thursday, Friday. Me, I'd have like 10, 12 sites checking out on Sunday, and then 10, 12 people checking into those sites on Sunday, so I never got a break. In fact, my district manager made the comment that my campground blew all the other campgrounds out of the water when it came to the money they brought in the month of July. Like, it was not even close. I almost want to say like all the other campgrounds put together didn't even make what my campground made in July. So yeah, it's been pretty busy. And looks like my one reservation people are back, so they're here for another night. Pretty awesome couple. I like them. They got this like big white fluffy dog that's so friendly. But it's so quiet here. I'm loving it right now. But today I am going to go and take advantage of the slow time here at the campground and out on the lake. There's hardly anybody out on the lake, and I'm going to go enjoy a few hours on the water myself, and I'm going to bring you all along. Quick fun fact for you as I walk down to the boat. Hideout got its name from Butch Cassidy and his gang. So before this area became the Flaming Gorge recreational area, and before they built the dam and flooded all that water down there, Butch Cassidy and his gang would use this area as a hideout when they would, commit their robberies and whatnot. And I am told that the mountain behind my cabin is actually where they would hide out at, that they would hide up on top of that mountain, and they would have 360-degree views of the surrounding area. So that's how my campground got the name Hideout. But that mountain right there is the one right behind my cabin, and I'm told by a couple of guests that is the one that they hid out on. Whether if that part is true or not, I don't know, but you can verify my story about the name of the campground by going to the recreational.gov website, looking up my campground, and it will tell you how this campground got its name. I think today I'm gonna head out towards the dam. It's kind of usually the opposite way I typically go. My other campground, Kingfisher, is to the let's see here, north of my campground, or yeah, northwestish. I think we're gonna head northeastish. There's a couple of good little spots there, I think, to tide the boat up and enjoy some nice and quiet time here on the gorge. All up and down the Flaming Gorge, you'll find like these little sandy beach areas right here where people will just beach their boat and then set up camp. That has to be like the ultimate dispersed camping experience, because there's not a trail you can actually get to pretty much any of these sites. You can only boat in by motorboat or a kayak or a paddleboard or canoe or what have you. So it's just kind of a neat thing down here. Here we have a eagle's nest on that big old rock. I don't know if it's still being used, but it's been there all summer. Well, this isn't the area I was wanting to go to. I was hoping to tie up at one of the buoys in the canyon. The spot I really originally wanted to go to, there was already 2 boaters there, and it was really windy. And then I went to a couple other spots that were really windy. And that's the one thing about this recreational area, especially down here in the canyon. You can be on one area of it, it's completely fine. You'll turn a corner and all of a sudden it's just like a wind tunnel. So, but this is still pretty nice. What's really funny though is that little mountaintop right there, that is Hideout Boat and Campground. So we're just right around the corner. Well, guys, I didn't bring my book I was reading. One of my friend and fellow camp host just published a book, and it's been really good. Yeah, when I get back to the campground and up to the cabin, I'll have to show it to you guys, and I highly recommend it. But yeah, I guess I'll just hang out here, enjoy the view. It is like 80, 90 degrees today, so I'll probably be jumping in the water here in a little bit. It's been a while since I've been able to enjoy time out here on the water. Like I was saying earlier, my campground has just been busy all summer, and I don't really like being around a lot of people. When the season first started, I was hanging out on the boat at the docks, and I'd be reading a book, and it was nice, it was chill. And then as it got busier, people would stop and come up and talk to me and ask me like 20 questions. And after a while, I was just like, I don't want to be down here. So I just kind of started barricading myself up at the cabin, which may have not been the best thing to do. I'm pretty sure that's probably caused some of my frustrations this season. But yeah, but like I said, my campground has definitely been the busiest in the district, and we only have like 4 more weeks left. So hopefully I got a little bit more nicer weather to hopefully come out and enjoy the water. But just look at this beach area. It's so beautiful. And there's a bunch of these like little beach areas all throughout the gorge. Like I said, this is the Flaming Gorge recreational area. I don't know if the reservoir's body of water actually has a name, but I do know it is the Green River that's been dammed up to create the reservoir. And I don't know the dam's name, but it is beautiful here. I'm not gonna lie, even though I've had my frustrations being out here as a camp host, I can definitely separate the two between my job and where I'm at. And where I'm at is extremely beautiful, and I don't want people to think that it's just been completely horrible out here. It has been breathtaking view after breathtaking view every single day. But I'm gonna enjoy this cool water for a little bit before heading back to the cabin. Actually, I need to swing by Kingfisher and clean those restrooms, and then head to the cabin. So I'll probably cut back in with you guys back at the cabin. All right, I just made it back to the cabin, and I think just in time. The wind's not doing anything right now, but it was getting pretty windy out there on the water, and that boat is no fun to park by yourself. It's a 24-foot pontoon boat, and we can get 10, 15, 20, 25, sometimes 25 to 30 mile an hour wind out here, and trying to park that thing in that kind of wind is not fun. It is not fun. I don't know why I can't talk. I can never talk, really. I also want to make a correction. I had made a comment about that mountain down there at the beach we were at. I thought it was this mountain that I was looking at from a distance, but it was not. When I came out of there, I was kind of looking at it, and that mountain is actually kind of back There's a hill behind those trees. It's kind of hidden from here, but that mountain's actually back that way a little ways. But it was still in line with hideout from where we were at. So that was sort of correct, but not completely correct. Oh my gosh, Paul, learn to talk. And really quick, before I let you all go, I want to tell you about my book that my friend and fellow camp host wrote. It's called This is the Fall, Book 1, by Lynn Erin Fay. That's not her real name, that's her author name. But it is really good. I've been enjoying it. I think I'm on chapter 11 or just finished chapter 11. And it is a book about an apocalypse setting, but it's not like your typical apocalypse book. The ones that I'm kind of more familiar with are typically like zombies or China or Russia or somebody's invading. It does kind of have a supernatural take on the apocalypse, so it's not like like a war or anything like that. But it is really good. I'm really enjoying it. It's gosh, I want to talk about it, but I don't want to give it away for anybody that might be interested in it. And yeah, it's just cool that I know somebody that wrote a book, not only wrote a book, but wrote a really good book. So yeah, I highly recommend This is the Fall by Lynn Erin Fay, and I'll put a link down below in the video description to order that book. And you can order it on paperback, or I believe you can get it on Kindle. I'm not like any way affiliated with my friend on getting this book out. I'm not getting like any kickback or anything like that. I just want to do this to help my friend out. Plus, I think it's a really good book that I hope some of you might enjoy. So yeah, go check that out. And until the next time, I'll see you all in the next video. So until then, y'all take care.